Hey everyone, welcome back to another Auto Alfred video. Today we are back with F1 2019 career mode. Oh hang on, I've got another message. Oh. Why do they always send the same message to me again and again? Anyway, we are back with career mode as I said. And there you can see the standings. And yeah, we have arrived at the Shanghai International Circuit for the Chinese Grand Prix. Got some messages there, as you can see. Unfortunately, the front downforce and the weight reduction upgrades have both failed, but luckily the engine upgrade has come out successfully, which is good because engine power is one thing that we are lacking. As you can see, I'm viewing them right now, but yep, that crankshaft upgrade has been completed. I'm going to redevelop that upgrade that has failed. At the moment, as you can see there, I'm deciding which one to do, but
I recommend we could go for something like this.
Like Carl said, and like also what I think, I'm going to go for redeveloping the chassis upgrade, the weight reduction, because it does feel quite heavy, the car, but yeah, we'll sort that out. So that's now in progress, that R&D, and yeah, I'm going to head into practice. I have done that.
Hope you're sitting comfortably, mate. We've got a sensor issue, and we're going to be stuck here for a while as we fix it.
Yeah, as Jeff said, we did have a sensor issue then, but I did, as you can see, manage to get out onto the track and do some practice programs. I did all of them apart from the qualifying pace one, which I did not have time to finish. But anyway, we're going to simulate practice 3. Yeah, as you can see, we still do get some resource points as usual, but obviously not as much as usual. 65 of them. Obviously, simulating a practice session is better than just skipping it entirely, as Carl mentioned a few weeks ago. Not a few weeks ago, but a few episodes ago. And as you can see there, I'm looking through the messages. Don't know why I'm looking at the contract, and I don't know why I'm going into the R&D tab either. But as you can see, for the rival, we have chosen Alexander Albon, if you remember from last episode, but we're going to head into qualifying.
Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
Now, what Crofty and Anthony Davidson mentioned about removing downforce, that's exactly what I've not done. So as you can see, going through the setup, I have done 5/8 wings, which is still quite a lot of downforce. I find that, yes, there are long straights, but some of the corners are quite technical as well, like the first snail section. But anyway,
There's only a few cars out on track. We should consider getting out there.
But we managed to get into Q2. We're in 12th for qualifying 1. I didn't manage to record any of the laps, so apologies for that. But in Q2, yeah, this is not a great day for McLaren. Lando Norris 12th, myself last out of Q2, so that's P15. I was the only one who set a time on the medium tyres. So I think that should play into our favours for the strategy. I do prefer to start on the harder tyre and finish on the softer one. As you can see there, not a great start to the rivalry against Alexander Albon, and because of that poor result, we only get 70 resource points from that, and the reputation is going down with McLaren.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
Yep. Of course it's not the end of the world. We can obviously qualifying is not what gets us the points. It's the race that matters, and yeah, we're going to go straight into it. Once again, I don't know why I'm looking at the contract or the R&D, but we are going to fit a fresh engine. Strangely, I thought that would be illegal and we would have to take a penalty for that, but it appears that is not to be. Anyway, yeah, all of these components are fresh, so we're going to head straight into the race.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles
As you can see, this is the grid lineup for today's race. Butler has managed to go 8th. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we move up into P14 after Lucas Weber has taken a 10-place grid penalty for fitting a fresh component of some sort. I fitted a fresh engine and I still didn't get a penalty for that.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Anyway, as you saw in the lineup, none of the drivers' bodies were blacked out, like in last race. Was it last race? Like in one of the races. Anyway, I would want to stop on lap 8 to change onto soft tyres, but it seems like, according to their strategy, stopping on lap 9 would be quicker. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. I'm putting in a couple of laps extra fuel. I don't know why I always say laps instead of laps. But anyway, yeah. Still quite far down the grid, unfortunately, but see what we can do.
System checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
Doing the formation lap, we're going to skip. We're not exactly going to skip that, but just fast forward from that. So now we're lining up on the grid in P14. And here we go. Getting ready for the beginning of the Chinese. And it's lights out and away we go. We get pretty terrible start. We're already being caught up by Giovinazzi, who got a way better start. Braking later into turn 1, he comes back a little bit, and I dive down the inside of 5 drivers. We're side by side with Romain Grosjean, and out of turn 2, wow, that was a lot of oversteer, and I went straight into the side of Romain Grosjean, but no damage, and also into turn 3, ahead of Sergio Perez as well, and we get a warning for colliding with him. But nevertheless, pretty good start from P14 on the grid. We're 8th now. Next up is Devon Butler, my former F2 rival. Get quite a bit of oversteer, Don't know which turn that is. Yeah, never mind. But anyway, going onto the back straight. Flick it up into rich, mix, and overtake for the engines. Not engines. Don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, brake late into turn. I should know these terms. But anyway, the second hairpin. Still behind Devon Butler. And that is the end of the first lap. So yeah, a very good start for us. And into turn 1 again for lap 2. Seems like we're carrying more speed than Devon Butler is. Are we going to do a possible move into turn 2? No, we're not. Maybe turn 3. A little bit of oversteer.
Gap to teammate behind is 1.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 11th. The time last lap was a 1:42.9.
Unlike in last race, Lando Norris has not chosen to do the big...
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Lando Norris has not chosen to do the big dive bombs into the first corner, but talking of dive bombs, I did one into turn 1, and that's up into P7 in front of Devon Butler. Also, talking of last career mode race, where Lando Norris did go for quite a large dive bomb into turn 1 on lap 1. Click on the link in the top right to watch that video. Anyway, as I said, we are into P7. Alexander Albon is ahead. And I don't think we seem to be catching him at all. Bit of a shame really, because he's our rival. Anyway, onto the second snail section, I think. I'll just call it the second snail section. There we go. End of lap 4. Hamilton and Verstappen.
We're a +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target.
Thanks for interrupting me, Jeff, once again, as always. Hamilton and Verstappen, I think, go into the pits as I go wide at turn 1. Devon Butler is now side by side with me into turn 2, and I give him quite a big squeeze out of on the exit of turn 2, and I get a warning for the collision. But still, we managed to hold P5. Bottas is in the lead, as Jeff correctly pointed out. Anyway, end of lap 5 onto lap 6.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on
yeah, most of the drivers, Bottas,
Lando is in the pits. Lando in the pits.
and my teammate, and Vettel, have gone into the pits, as I got a lot of oversteer in turn 1. I must have been too exuberant on the throttle there. We've got an exterior replay of that. Although that was satisfying to hold and to look at, that really has not helped our pace or our tyres. Actually looked quite cool.
Our gap behind is 3.5 seconds.
But anyway, yellow flag's ahead, Charles Leclerc is slowing down,
Yellow flag.
and as you can see on this replay, he's smoking, and yeah, of course that means an engine failure. And there you go, he's pulling over to the side of the track, retiring from this race. And yeah, there we go, I go past him into the lead. That's not going to stay for long though, because of course I have not made my
Some
pit stop
information
yet.
on Leclerc. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
I can see that, Jeff. Anyway, as I said, in the lead of the race for now. Not going to hold for long though, because of course I have not made my pit stop yet. Said that before. Tyres are 30% worn out, roughly. So, yeah, I think we're going to be according to strategy, we're going to be pitting on lap 9. Look up into the hairpin, second hairpin, round in the final corner of lap 6, go wide a little bit there, and on to lap 7. No safety car from Charles Leclerc's retirement. We skipped to lap 8. Looks like Jeff did actually want to change the strategy, so here we are into the pits on lap 8. Braking very late. Doesn't matter if you lock up into the pits, the tyres are going to be changed anyway. So here we are into the box. Onto the soft tyres. 2.4 seconds stop from the McLaren pit crew.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
And yeah, we just about jumped Ricardo, but we were going side by side for a moment into turn 1. But yeah, we didn't lose too many positions. We're in P7, just behind Romain Grosjean. Romain Grosjean. Never mind. Anyway, we're sticking it up into rich overtake. We've got DRS on Romain Grosjean. And are we going to go for lunge inside of Grosjean? Yes, we are. Hit him slightly again, like I did at the beginning of the race. I don't think I got any front wing damage.
Brilliant. Nice move.
But as Jeff correctly pointed out there, that was a pretty good move. Or was it? Let me know in the comments. Don't have to actually, but anyway, we are on lap 12 now. Romain Grosjean has got DRS on us, and he has gone up ahead into P6, but we go down the inside of Romain Grosjean again into the second hairpin, and yeah, we managed to keep that P6. Yep. As I said, we are not catching Alexander Albon. He's about 12 seconds ahead of us, and yeah, to be honest, I'm not showing any signs of catching up to him. But anyway, yep, it's in P6. Romain Grosjean is still behind us, half a second behind us to be precise. Anyway, we skip to lap 13. Once again, I go wide on the seconds. That's not.
There's only one lap of fuel.
Anyway, there's yellow flags on the corner that I just went wide at. The Snell section. That's Nico Hulkenberg going very slowly. No smoke from his engine, but yeah, that must be an engine failure. And there you go. He's pulling off to the side of the track. Yeah, a little bit worrying because we've got the Renault powertrain as well.
Final lap of the race.
But we are coping well. We're on the last lap. Hopefully we don't see that disappointment that like Lando Norris experienced last year in Belgium when his engine let go. Anyway, team radio.
Gap to teammate behind is 4.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 10th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.7.
Looks like Lando Norris is just about in the points. So yeah, not bad. But yeah, overall not a great weekend for us. But on the back straight you can see there are still yellow flags. They have not cleared away
Less than
Nico
a lap of fuel
Hulkenberg's
now.
car.
The tank is empty.
But anyway, here goes Romain Grosjean down the inside of us, but we managed to hold him off. Now this is where he might catch up because we are running out of fuel, we're running out of battery, but nevertheless we are putting it into rich mix and overtake. here comes the other Haas of Devon Butler as well. He's got DRS as well, and it's going to be... Is it going to be 3 wide into that corner? No, it's not. But that was very, very close indeed, that three-way battle. Having to go down to Lean Ridge, Lean Mix. Lean Ridge, doesn't make sense. Lean Mix for the fuel because we're running out of it, and using all the battery across the line.
Nice work, you did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
Once again, I hope the boss will be happy about that.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Well, as you can see there, Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas comes home to finish second. I think he's still leading the Drivers' Championship standings though. But yep, that is the end of this race.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Today, I'm going to give it to the McLaren driver. They pushed and pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
As you can see, McLaren are still 4th in the standings behind Ferrari, Red Bull and Mercedes. I am still in 6th for the drivers' standings. Lando Norris drops down into P11, having been overtaken by one of the Haases, or both of them. I thought he was 10th in the standings.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Yeah, not a bad day.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yeah, the car was kind of sticking to the track. I'm just going to say that.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
Yeah, I'm sure they would be. I hope they are. So, yeah, I just do it just to make them happy, to be honest.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
Well, I'm just going to say that I said a lack of downforce. That doesn't make sense. I just said the car was sticking to the track, and that doesn't make sense. But anyway,
Excellent overtaking moves from your former teammate today. Did he learn some of them from you?
well, I mean, I like to think that, but I mean, yeah, his car is pretty good as well.
Appreciate your time.
I don't think that said his car was very good, but anyway, yep, that's the interview done. Looking at the rivalry, not looking great between me and Albon, but it is looking good between me against Norris. But that was juicy amount of resource points. We got 406 from this race, and the reputation with our current team is rocketing up. But anyway,
great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event. If you choose to take him on, it might help get your name out there a bit.
yep, as you heard there is that historical event, that invitational one. There's two options, either driving the Ferrari from 1974, I think, or the McLaren. I mean, Alexander Albon is attending the Ferrari one. I mean, it would have been nice to attend to the McLaren, the one where they'll be driving the McLaren, but still, that's still quite nice to just earn a little bit more reputation, if I can. But anyway, look at R&D. We've only got enough resource points to develop one upgrade for the car. I think the best ones to do is the engine power or the rear downforce. I've chosen to do engine power because we are lacking quite a bit on the engine power. The Renault power unit really isn't that good. As you can see on that table just there, we were quite far down. I think we were like 6th or 7th in terms of the amount of in terms of the power unit performance. But anyway, as I said, we have run out of resource points to afford anything else. The front downforce and the weight reduction ones are due to come in at Azerbaijan, which is the next weekend race, and the power unit is coming for Spain. But anyway, we are going to be applying the old power unit components for that practice, for the practice sessions at Azerbaijan. No point in wearing out the new ones. But that would be it for this episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more of this awesome content. Yep, my next video will be that invitational event driving that Ferrari. That's really super old Ferrari. And yeah, that's what you can expect for the next episode. That's all I can say. Also, I will be doing, oh, look at that backhand out. Anyway, I will be doing a live video soon, and I was thinking it should be a wet race, but not sure whether it should be completely wet going to slightly wet, or wet to completely dry. So vote in the comments below. I'll put a little section down there where you can just like